Hi guys, Ato here, and today I have decided to review one of my new favorite fragrances in my collection. And actually I wasn't quite ready to review it. I wasn't 100% ready because I picked this up about 2 months ago or so, and I've been wearing it for quite a bit. Actually, I had a decant of it, a couple decants I went through, and I love this fragrance. And but I've owned this bottle for almost like 2 months, well, maybe a little more, and I wasn't quite ready. So a good friend of mine requested for me to review this fragrance, and I gave it a couple more wearings, and I think I'm ready to give a shot to this masterpiece and review it. So this fragrance is the city exclusive for the Labo that belongs to the city of Chicago, and it's only sold at the Barney's there. It, just like any other Labo city exclusive, has a very hefty price tag behind it. Very expensive, and I think it's very well worth the price tag in my opinion. It costs $440 plus tax, so we're looking at about 500 bucks almost for 100 ml. So that is really expensive. That's one of the most expensive bottles, along with the other couple city exclusives I own in my collection. But to be honest with you guys, this is an amazing fragrance, and I think they did a wonderful job in creating and making this fragrance. So the price tag, to me, it's worth it. So this is again Baie Rose 26 by Labo. It's their Chicago exclusive, and looks just like any other basically Labo. So this fragrance was launched in 2010, on October of 2010, about a year ago from today, and the concentration of the aromatic compounds, the aromaticity of this fragrance is 30% by definition, making it an Aldehyde extract. It's a perfume extract, and it's very potent. It's very strong fragrance, just like any other Labo city exclusive. And the lasting power is amazing. So I'm gonna get into the notes, and I already sprayed in my hand about 5 minutes ago, and just gonna give you guys what I think about the notes, and I'm gonna wrap it up with a couple of experiences I have with this fragrance. And the notes I have here are basically what I'm getting. Basically, it's not 100% what the Labo claims it is. This is my understanding of this fragrance upon application of my skin. So on the top, as soon as I spray this, I get Baie Rose, pink peppercorn. By the way, Baie Rose translates into pink peppercorn in French. That's what it is. So as soon as I spray, I get a blast of pink peppercorn, which smells like pimento berries. I'm not sure if you guys know what Baie Rose smells like by itself, but it smells like pimento berries. So as soon as you spray, you're gonna get Baie Rose, and another amazing thing you're gonna get is Rose Damascus Absolute, which is Syrian rose from the city of Damascus, and that rose to me is amazing stuff, and smells so beautiful, so nice. Just gives you that amazing feeling you get by smelling the pure, I don't know how to say it, but it's an amazing rose. And somebody told me that the Rose Damascus that they use in this fragrance is obtained by double distillation, which means they distill the rose petals once and obtain the extract juice, and they perform a secondary distillation on the first extract, which gives a secondary distillate, which by itself is a lot more stronger than the primary distillate. So they use rose from double distillation in this fragrance, from what I heard. And then you get pepper on the top and the cloves. So pink peppercorn, rose, pepper, and cloves. And I know many people don't like the clove note, but if you just smell it, you're not going to pick up the clove. You have to really pay attention, and yes, there's a little bit of cloves on the top. So the primary phase, or phase 1, the top notes are going to stay on your skin for about 30 to 45 minutes. And then the dry down, or the heart notes, or the secondary phase of this fragrance, you're going to get still the Rose Damascus Absolute is going to be there, and then you're going to get a little bit of aldehydic notes mixed with Ambrox. So After about 45 minutes, the aldehydic notes are going to come in, beautiful, and I'm going to talk about aldehydes in a bit as well. And then you're going to get the rose and a little bit of Ambrox. And Ambrox is a synthetic molecule. Beautiful things about this fragrance is that they use naturals as well as the synthetic molecules and you know, chemicals in this fragrance, which Ambrox and aldehydes are actually synthetic in this fragrance. Because if they don't use that, you're not going to obtain this amazing scent. So use of the chemicals in some niche fragrances is a must in my opinion, and it makes the fragrance beautiful, more beautiful. So they accomplished that with this fragrance. So aldehydes, rose, and Ambrox. So you're gonna get that combo for about 6 to 8 hours on your skin, on my skin, and then the dry down is gonna be, you're gonna be left with a little bit of rose still, the rose Damascus Absolute, and then you're gonna get Ambrox, since Ambrox is a very heavy molecule, as well as musks. So it becomes Ambroxy, musky, and rosy towards the end after about, I don't know, 8 hours, and that's gonna still stay on your skin for about another 4 to 6 hours. So the life of this fragrance, 14 hours plus, 14, 15, 16 hours. That's what I'm getting on my skin, and that has to do, I think, with the fact that rose is very potent, and the aromaticity is about 30%. So those, I think, you know, influence the longevity, and I'm getting very good longevity with this fragrance. So yeah, so that's the life of this fragrance. I was gonna say something about aldehydic fragrances. So this is not an aldehydic fragrance. Aldehydes are used to make this fragrance as a little bit more interesting and amazing, but this is not an aldehydic fragrance. I'm gonna review an aldehydic fragrance next, and that's pure aldehydes in my opinion. So anyways, this fragrance does a very good job in conveying what really rose should be smelling like, in my opinion, and it does a very good job in capturing the essence of rose and just transforming it into a juice. Just an amazing job. I mean, I'm speechless. This fragrance, to me, is the holy grail of all roses I've smelled, and trust me, I've smelled I own 7 or 8 niche rose fragrances, and I've smelled maybe 20 other ones out there. So I've smelled about 30 good rose fragrances, and this one, hands down, beats all of them by a good margin. So I highly recommend you guys checking this fragrance out. If you don't live in Chicago, I know for a fact that the Labo is going to open up their city exclusive line for 2 to 3 weeks in November. So they'll be available for purchase online and in the Labo stores. So I mean, it's a good chance to you guys check them out if you could, and let me know what you think about this fragrance, because this one is has done a very good job in just shining in my collection, and I'm loving this fragrance. And actually, I'm going to a wedding next week, and I think I'll be wearing this as my wedding. It's my buddy's wedding, and actually this is going to be my wedding scent as well. Let me know if you have any questions, and comment down below. Let me know if you own this fragrance, if you've sniffed it. I'd like to know what you think. You won't like this fragrance if you don't like rose. I mean, that's very obvious. If you have anything against rose, you're not going to enjoy this fragrance, because this is a true rose fragrance, and that's basically it. I mean, if you don't like rose, you won't enjoy it, but I don't know anybody who really hates rose. I mean, I really don't know. So yeah, that's about it. That's my review, and hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Again, let me know if you have any questions, and by the way, my next review is going to be on the aldehydic fragrance I mentioned to you guys, and that's L'Amir by Serge Lutens. It's coming up. That's my next review, and hopefully I'll have some good things about that fragrance as well to say. So thanks guys for watching, and have a good one. Cheers.